What did I refer to my sickness as, Dom, earlier? Oh, the end of Event Horizon.
Event Horizon, yeah.
I was Sam Neill at the end of Event Horizon. I won't go into any more detail because, Chad, I know you don't know the end
You've
of
already spoiled it for me.
Well, that's not everything. That's not everything, Chad. You know how I know we're all good friends? Because I do this with Continue, too, is I will call you guys by each other's names all the time. Like, you're my children.
Yeah.
We're at that point.
Well, we are one hive mind. We are Legion.
Yes, we're like a 3-headed ogre.
Oh, I love it.
Do they have those?
Yeah, totally. We're a 3-headed ogre. I call right side.
Oh, you're not going to be middle.
I think my head's so big it's gonna be uncomfortable for both of you guys, like sitting in the middle seat of an airplane.
Guys,
like I shouldn't be there.
I feel like Dom's middle.
Come on.
What?
I have to reboot this.
Oh, you do?
We got to be a Hydra. We can't be an ogre. We're too powerful to be a
That's
ogre.
fair.
Ogres are easily defeated.
Yeah,
you're right.
A Hydra's a dragon with 3 heads. Yeah, that's what we're that. Right? They're a dragon, right?
Yeah,
it's a dragon. I mean, it's a
Hydra
dragon because it's specifically multiple dragons at once.
Right. Yeah,
but yeah, it's a dragon. It's dragon, so what color is your dragon head, and what power?
Oh, we each get to have our own color.
Yeah, I'm blue and I'm ice.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I'm
Paul.
I'm Cream, and I have a beautiful singing voice that beguiles people.
You're
okay.
Cream,
a bard Hydra head. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm orange. I'm just thinking about the color scheme: blue, cream, and orange. God, this is making me hungry for some ice cream.
Good choice.
And I think my power is I breathe earth, but that means I just pick up like rocks with my mouth and then spit them out.
You just fucking grab shit off of the ground.
Yeah,
and
but it's
throw it
like
at people.
But it's like an elemental earth blast.
Okay, you grab.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like it compacts. Like you can compact it into certain ways, and you can turn it into a projectile.
You're
saying
what you're
that's your ability.
No, what you're saying is Chad bites a rock into small bullets and then spits them out really fast.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Cool. That's cool.
Okay. Well, welcome to Goosebuds.
Welcome to Goosebuds.
Welcome to Goosebuds. We're a cool color combo.
Now you know a little bit more about us.
And I think now that they know a little bit more about us, they're ready to go on an adventure with us, right?
Yes. Our wonderful Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/goosebuds has voted our next Choose Your Own Adventure book that we're going to read through today, and it is Camp Run for Your Life.
That's right.
I'm so psyched because every camp book has been good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's been no flubs, a 1,000 batting average.
But the thing
is,
we
go to camp, we have a good time.
You always have a good time at camp. But here's the thing. We've never done a camp Choose Your Own Adventure, so we're really testing the hypothesis today.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall my brain if we have, because
we have Werewolf Camp. One night in Werewolf Woods, I think starts.
Yeah.
I think that starts at camp.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so. I honestly, when this got won the vote, I was like, wait, have we read this before?
We have not. I'm looking at the cover.
We have
definitely not read this,
but we are familiar with camps, is what I think my brain was trying to say.
Yeah. Do you look at the cover of this one? Is great. It's 3 kids that are really fucked up.
Oh, yeah, they're real tore up. I mean, also, I think one of their faces is melting, right?
Oh, I think all of their faces are melting, which is it's like the closest you'll get to like that popular punk rock aesthetic of like the rat fink style. Dom, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's like this is the closest that Jacob has probably got to that style on a Goosebumps cover.
I don't know if he did these covers as well. I think somebody else did
this was. Oh, you're right. This is Mark Nagata.
Nagata, I like that name. Yeah, this is they also got worms coming out of their head. So I guess like we'll probably be zombie counselors at some point.
Oh, I'm into it. I'm so into it.
I'm into it. I feel like there's something I needed to tell you guys. You know, all day I think of little things and I'm like, I got to tell Paul and Chad that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're usually like little things that I realize about life, and I'm like, gotta tell my friends Paul and Chad. Gotta tell my friends on this life experience, my little musings.
Have you considered getting like a little tape recorder? Like you can talk into?
I mean, I definitely have one of those in my phone, but having a tape recorder would be a lot more fun.
I'd love to be walking. Yeah. I wish the literal path of life was an actual path that all of us were walking down, like in like a Lord of the Rings adventure. Because I feel like we'd have a great time walking that path together, guys.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, I guess to follow that thing, this podcast is essentially This is Bilbo's book at the end of the journey, right? We're chronicling our chapters.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're about to experience in this one, because this is Can't Run for Your Life.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I mean, in this version of Lord of the Rings, maybe you don't get home.
Oh, damn, that's dark.
Damn.
I mean, that's what we're about to experience. This is some person. I mean, this is our literal experience, because we're going to be the characters.
Yeah, we might not make it.
Because that's how RL does.
And this is like, you're right, Dom. Like a normal book, you'd be like, well, it's going to resolve in the end, but not so with Choose Your Own Adventures.
The stakes are heightened. I'm a little scared now.
Yeah, this is terrifying. Let's do it. Let's fucking go.
Hey, guys, for Frodo.
For Frodo.
For
Sam.
I won't. For Sam, yeah, okay.
I'll do it for Sam.
If you've never listened to an adventure episode, we're playing this like a book Dungeons and Dragons adventure where one of us will be dungeon masting.
Yes, steering the ship of dungeons.
This time I'll be reading you guys a story, and Paul and Dom are going to choose the story path, like surrogate characters.
Paul, you're the main character in this book, and I'm your friend.
Okay.
Who I'm not in the book, but I will advise you. And also, I'm a ghost.
Oh, wait, what's your name?
George.
Okay,
George the Ghost. Okay, cool.
Can I
I'm
pitch
not a ghost.
little...
I'm your real friend.
No, I like this. Can I pitch this, the add on to the story, Dom, that you, George.
Uh-huh.
I go by Geo, by the way.
Geo, good old Geo.
Okay.
You and Paul, who has the same name of his real self, used to hang out all the time. And you, George, little George, you always talked about how you always wanted to go to camp. And then you died a terrible death.
Hit by a car driven by a man named Billy.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what it is.
Billy hit me with a freaking car. Okay, let's go.
And so now your ghost is going along with Paul to camp to kind of like, this is his unfinished business.
Well, he's enlisting in Can't Run for Your Life, so I'm just, as his guardian angel, I'm kind of just...
I like that.
I'm thinking.
But I also like what Chad, you're saying is this is like you're righting your wrongs of your life that you missed out on. So if I successfully win this book, Dom, your soul will be released from this earthly prison.
And into the camp, into the woods, where I get to go to camp forever.
Yes.
Okay, now we know the stakes. Let's hear the story.
Let's do it.
All right, are you guys boys ready?
Yup.
If you fail, I go to hell.
All right, you say to yourself. 10 minutes ago, it looked as if you were facing another boring day at home. All the kids in your neighborhood are away at summer camp, all but you. Your parents decided to take you on a family vacation instead to your grandparents' farm.
Fun.
Boring.
I don't know, sounds fun.
But your mom and dad just got an urgent call to join a dig for dinosaur bones in Mongolia. They're leaving in the morning. We'll be away for a month, your mom says. Sorry, sweetie, but we'll have to send you to Camp Pendleton after all.
Oh, too bad. Shucks.
I guess I'll live, you reply, hiding your grin. Yes, Pendleton is a sports camp. You love sports. You've wanted to go to Camp Pendleton ever since your Uncle Ed told you about it. It's got the latest equipment and the best coaches.
I'm having a hard time relating to this kid already.
Yeah, this sounds like my nightmare. You quickly call Uncle Ed with the good news. He promises to take care of all of the arrangements. He'll even drive you there. The next morning, Uncle Ed arrives. Your parents are rushing around, getting ready to leave. They kiss you goodbye and remind you to be careful. Don't worry about me, you reply. What could go wrong?
Should we say what could go wrong?
Yeah, if you want to guess. Yeah, throw it out here.
Bit by a snake.
Hit by a maniac named Billy, I guess.
God damn, Billy's hitting all these kids in his car.
Fall off a high rock onto a bunch of smaller, sharper rocks.
Oh my God, that's
fucking horrible.
That's some midsummer brutality there, Paul.
There's all kinds of terrible shit that can happen at camp.
Going off of that, I'm psyched, you announce as you slide into your Uncle Ed's station wagon. You're going to have a great time, Uncle Ed declares. Your uncle usually doesn't talk much about himself. You aren't even sure what he does for a living, but you do know he likes sports. That's what you talk about.
That is strange. That is strange.
Right. That's what you talk about on the way to Camp Pendleton.
All right.
Only it's taking forever to get there. It's out in the boondocks.
This is really strange. This is really strange.
This is where your Uncle Ed is not your uncle and he murders you. All the roads look the same. You stop for a snack. Uncle Ed makes a quick phone call. Wait, hey, I got the kid. Start the feast.
I'm driving the kid to the fire.
When he starts the car again, he pulls out onto the road, going in the wrong direction. Uncle Ed, you say, I think you're going the wrong way. Nah, Uncle Ed says, I got a great sense of direction. You spot an old man in front of a lone house in the woods. Pull over, Uncle Ed, you urge. Let's ask. Sports camp, the old man frowns. There's a camp about a mile away. He gives Uncle Ed instructions to get there. If you pass the gas station, you'll know you've gone too far. See, I told you I knew where I was going, Uncle Ed says.
Okay.
A minute later, Uncle Ed turns down a dirt road. He pulls up to a military-looking gatehouse. A big sign... Yeah, you guys are getting drafted. A big sign says, Welcome to Camp Running Leaf.
Oh, you know why it's called Run for Your Life? Because they shoot guns at you to get you ready to be in the army.
Oh, Run for Your Life sounds like Running Leaf. Okay, I get it.
Not really. A little.
It's a stretch.
I'm sure it's what the kids call it inside.
Oh, yeah, that's
once they're trapped and once they become inmates of the camp.
That's the inside joke. It makes sense once you've gone through what Camp Running Leaf has to
Leaves don't even run. That wouldn't even be the place of a real name. Go on now.
Where's Camp Pendleton, you cry? Uncle Ed only shrugs. He doesn't seem very upset. A beefy guy with a crew cut, a white shirt, and a whistle around his neck approaches your car. I'm Coach Rex, he says. Are you a new camper? No, I'm looking for Camp Pendleton, you answer. Coach Rex clears his throat. This was Camp Pendleton. A new owner just took over and changed the name to Running Leaf. So everything's okay, right? You say goodbye to Uncle Ed. He shakes hands with Coach Rex. Work this youngster hard, he orders. Oh, I'm a slave driver, Coach Rex answers with a chuckle.
I love his voice.
Yeah, thank you. Coach Rex and Uncle Ed laugh like two old friends. Still no choices given to you boys yet.
That's okay. I'm just taking it in.
Yeah, you're just absorbing the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Rex leads you to a cabin. He points out an empty bunk, and you drop your stuff on it. Think you're a hotshot athlete, he shouts.
You think you're better than me, kid? What I want in basketball right now.
Right, and he just dunks on the kid over and over. Surprised, you stutter. No, I just like sports. Coach Rex barks. We don't put up with wimps here. He gives you the once-over. You don't look very strong. Dom, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
it's happening. Pretty decent shape.
He's gonna hurt us.
Let's arm wrestle, Coach Rex demands.
There it is.
What's his problem? He seemed so friendly a minute ago. You sit at opposite sides of a table. Coach Rex pins your arm in an instant. He looks disappointed. Kid, you don't have what it takes, he announces. But you will, and soon. It sounds more like a threat than a promise. Suddenly, Coach Rex brightens. The first thing for you to do is choose one of two events to take part in.
Choice time, baby.
There's your choice. All right, you guys ready? One event is an overnight hike and fossil hunt in the woods around the camp. You love camping out. Sounds cool. Here's the other. The other event is called the Selection. It's a series of athletic events. The winner
we don't
gets
need
a
to
special
hear
prize.
the selection.
No, we know we're doing the selection.
This is fucking culling camp. It is.
Dude, it's the fucking culling tournament. Hell yes. Dude, hold up. I love that the other one was a fucking fossil hunt, which was kind of cool. But the selection...
You know you were falling off a sharp rock onto sharp rock.
Yes, a high rock to a bunch of smaller, sharper rocks. That was happening in the hiking excursion.
I think you definitely got to do the selection.
Yeah, okay, what is this selection officially? Because we did it, I spoke over you.
Oh, the other end is called the Selection. It's a series of athletic events. The winner gets a special prize.
Okay, that's it, yeah.
That does not sound as sexy as the hiking excursion for dino fossils, but the Selection is way cooler. We're doing that.
Okay, Selection's locked in. I'm just going to guess that Coach Rex is a dinosaur man, and in the fossil hunt, you, like, bring back dinosaur people.
Oh, don't say that. You're tempting me now.
We'll find out later.
I hope that the reward for the selection is an execution coin, which you can turn in and have someone executed.
One stay of execution, please.
Wait, is it like a Malar Vulgus or whatever from Game of Thrones, where you can just
one kill, you
get
one
free
kill?
Yeah,
I love it. Okay.
I hope that I get to make a wish and bring my friend Geo, the ghost, back to life.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so you guys are going to pick the selection. Going to page 125. I'll do the selection, you tell Coach Rex. Coach Rex smiles. Good. Maybe you'll go far after all. And I mean far. He starts chuckling as if he's made a big joke. You laugh politely. Now the coach gets serious. The selection is tough if you're going to win. You need strength, and that means a big breakfast. Come on down to the chow hall. The coach takes you to a big cafeteria where the other kids are eating breakfast.
I feel like this guy is going to sell me a Nerf gun. The way his voice sounds, and I love every second of it.
I can make a little less 90s toy commercial if you want.
No. I love it. Keep it. It's really bringing me back, Chow.
You know, they're always trying to call food at camp chow.
No one calls it that.
I am not. That is not cool. I don't think that's cool. I
No,
mean,
it's
I
not
might
like
be
right.
34 years old, but it's food, okay, folks? You know, in another lifetime, I could be a dad, but I'm not. Just call it food.
And then the end of your Andy Rooney 60-minute segment just ends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next week, I'll be talking about bug juice. Don't get me started today on bug juice.
It comes from the teat of mosquitoes.
Everyone stares at you when you walk in. Then they go back to their breakfast. Each kid has a big pile of eggs. They quietly scarf down their food. No one's talking much. You notice a mountain bike in a glass case on the wall.
Hold on, I gotta say, you would think big pile of eggs, that'd be a big thing of scrambled eggs. I'm calling it now. Yeah, I'm rewriting this if it's not actually this. They're just whole boiled eggs and big piles of them in front of the children. They're just
And they're biting through the shell. They're not even shelled because this is this is a
God.
man's camp.
gotta strengthen your teeth every day in any way you can.
God, that must smell so bad.
Oh yeah, it's rank. It's rank as hell in there.
You notice a mountain bike in a glass case on the wall. It's top of the
Whoa.
line, and it's brand new. Sunlight gleams on this blue carbon fiber frame. That must be the special prize for winning the selection, you think. Cool! Now you really want to win. Go on to page 40. You get your pile of eggs topped by toast. Topped by toast.
Okay.
Okay, weird. As you search for an empty seat, you see someone you know from home. Hey, Pat, you exclaim. You sit down next to a thin, fast-talking kid. He lives a few blocks from you. You're glad to see a familiar face. Hi, Pat answers. I just got here a couple days ago. Most of the kids have already been here a few weeks. He hasn't touched his eggs. He tells you, I'm not hungry. You notice he looks kind of sick. He's pale, and his eyes have dark circles around them. Well, I'm starved, you announce. You plunge your fork into your eggs and lift it up to your mouth. Your hand suddenly freezes. Whoa! The egg yolks are blue. Turn to page 10.
Say what? Yo, just gotta say, the kid that's next to us, what's his name? Pat?
Pat. It's Pat.
The Pad. His name's Pad now. He's not gonna get selected. I can already
Oh, no. Pat's the first one to die.
Yeah.
But the eggs are blue?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Your mouth snaps shut. What's with the blue eggs, you demand? Just then a voice comes over the loudspeaker. It's Coach Rex. Eat up, campers. The selection is coming, and your eggs are packed with the protein you need. You ask Pat, are you going to eat your eggs? He shakes his head. No way. He picks up a piece of toast and nibbles on it. You eye your eggs. You don't normally eat blue food, except blue M&Ms, of course. Who doesn't eat blue M&Ms?
Oh, hell
want
yeah.
to add to... Okay, I guess blue M&Ms had come out by this
The
point.
blue M&M had just come out.
Yeah, it was
This
hot.
is topical.
Yeah, that was new.
Oh god, he was the cool M&M, and the green M&M just wanted to fuck him so hard. God, I remember
Sounds
those
like
commercials.
some writer was eating M&Ms while they were...
Blue
I mean,
eggs.
RL, it was most certainly
No,
RL
RL
style.
was
yes.
totally eating blue M&Ms.
Famous lover of M&Ms.
I think RL voted in the Color Your M&M campaign and like sent in a whole bunch of like essays on why it should be the orange M&M.
Yeah, you know he was fucking voting for brown, for light tan to stay there.
I think it was pink, blue, and purple.
Oh man,
Mhm.
purple would have been fun. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
But they
Okay.
were voting to replace the tan. Remember the old tan one?
I have no memory of tan.
There was the like the darker one that they still have that's like dark brown. But there was a tan one that used to be in there that was just chocolate.
Let's be
colored.
clear, the other sexy M&M.
Yes. Oh yeah.
There are two sexy M&Ms, the green one and the brown one. The brown one is more of a nerdy sexy.
Yeah, right. The tan one was naked, was just a streaker M&M.
Yeah, and then the orange one has like anxiety.
Oh yes. Yeah, the orange one's really fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you don't eat the blue M&Ms, but you don't want to act different from everyone else, especially on your first day. Blue eggs. Should you eat them or get rid of them? Or use them to start a food fight? Ooh. I love how it says, if you eat the eggs, turn to page 64, but there wasn't really an option. You bring the fork to your mouth. Your lips close around the eggs. Wait a minute. Let's review the facts.
I gotta eat with my lips first. Eating eggs like a snake.
You put the whole eggs down your mouth. They slide down your scales. You're feeling very good.
Yes. Yeah. Good job getting egg, snake boy.
All right, let's review the facts. A, this is a Goosebumps book. B, those eggs are blue. Now get serious. You should know better. Never eat blue eggs in a Goosebumps book.
Wait, did it just get meta as hell and just it's referring to itself?
It was phrased as if there was an option and a choice, but there wasn't. Okay. So it was never eat blue eggs in a Goosebumps book in all caps. Okay, if this is your first Goosebumps book, it's an honest mistake, but the rest of you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Whoa!
Spit those eggs out and go back to page 10. We never had a chance.
We never had a chance to choose.
We don't get to do
Chad pointed that out.
Guys, I am stuck in a recursive loop. Hold
my God.
Is it Hold on. There's no choice here. It's taking me back to the what's with the blue eggs page.
No way.
Okay,
what?
All right. Okay. The way this is badly printed, maybe it's just my copy. The choices are on another page.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So there
weird.
was like the one choice was on the top page, was on that page, and then the other choices were on the other.
And this book does stuff all the time where it phrases choices as if it's not a choice. So I was like, okay, I guess you just eat the eggs.
Sure.
So here's your other options, because you clearly don't eat the eggs.
Okay, we weren't going to eat the eggs.
Yeah. If you hide them in your napkin, turn to page 94. Or if you throw them at the kid across the table from you, turn to page 39.
Oh, hell yeah. Throw some fucking eggs at some kid.
My hoarder nature was like, maybe we'll be hungry later. I should probably keep the eggs in a napkin.
No, Chad. No, Paul. As your ghost guardian, I think you should just throw eggs at that child.
You urged me. Okay. He urged me. My demon that hangs out with me urged me to throw eggs, so I'm going to
I am a ghost.
I think Dom throws the eggs like a poltergeist for you, but Paul, you take the heat.
Yeah, like you slime or throw them and then disappear.
Okay, you guys are throwing the eggs. Food fight, you bellow. You stand up and fling a handful of blue eggs at the kid across the table. They splat all over his face. His face begins to melt. Pat flips his toast like a no, that part I added. Pat flips his toast like a frisbee at another kid. You both laugh. Without warning, a big hand grabs you by the collar. Uh-oh, it's Coach Rex. Veins bulge in his forehead. Come with me, he growls. Coach Rex takes you from the cafeteria to his office. So you're messing with the eggs, he snarls, throwing around vital nourishment. No, you gasp. I was just having fun. You blink. You can almost see steam coming from Coach Rex's ears. Let me show you something, he says. I think you'll find it very interesting. All right, what's more interesting than blue eggs? Page 15. Coach Rex points to a large ant farm on his desk. Pasted on it is a handwritten label. It says Camp Farm. Coach Rex lovingly pats his ant farm and waves at the little occupants. See the ants doing their job, he barks at you. They don't talk back, and they don't have food fights. You nod your head numbly. This camp is like the ant farm, and the campers are like ants. Do I make myself clear? You think, Earth to Coach Rex. Kids aren't ants.
Nice. Fucking got him, dude.
But out loud you say, crystal clear, Coach Rex. I'm sorry, but you are not selection material, Coach Rex declares. But we'll see how you do as a team player. Oh man, it's only your first day at Camp Running Leaf, and already you've been axed from the selection. What a bummer. You leave Coach Rex gazing at his ant farm and slink back to the cafeteria.
You what? You what back?
You slink.
Oh, no.
Oh my God!
Is this an origin story?
This is the start of you become the slink.
Oh God. Oh my god, that scared me.
It's what happens if you eat the blue eggs. You become.
You want to
a
go
slug.
back? Let's find out. Let's go back.
Well, we know we ate the. Wait, was that it? Was that the end?
Oh yeah, if you
Did we
eat the
lose
blue eggs,
that
the other one was stored in a napkin. That was the only other option.
But so we lost there. That was a bad ending.
Well, it's not a game over. You're going back to the cafeteria. I mean, listen, I don't know if this is like tracking your selection and validation throughout all the stories.
Yeah, I think we may have made the selection more important when we deduced that it was a culling device.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. As you slide back into your seat at the cafeteria, you notice that Pat's lips are covered with blue egg. I thought you were going to eat your eggs, you say.
He's eating it Dom's way.
He just slurs them down. Pat shrugs. One of the coaches made me. They're pretty good. He smiles weakly. His eyes look a little glazed. Another camper, Charlie, comes over. He's about your height, but he's very muscular. Come to think of it, all the campers look strong. But hey, this is a sports camp. In a monotone, Charlie says, I love food fights at school, but... He scratches his head as if trying to remember something. We must eat our eggs, not throw them. Another camper shuffles over. Yeah, he chimes in. We're supposed to follow the rules. You roll your eyes.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
wrong with these kids? Haven't they ever heard of having a little fun? You're beginning to think this place is like an ant farm. Everyone acts like they're in the army. You're not sure you can hack this place. Maybe you should pretend to be sick and call Uncle Ed to pick you up. On the other hand, what if Uncle Ed thinks you're a wimp? Maybe you should stick it out. If you pretend to be sick, turn to page 79. If you stick it out, turn to page 58.
I know what I would do as a scared child. I would have pretended to be sick, but I want to listen to what Dom would say for me to do.
Look, you can't depend on Uncle Ed. One, who cares if he thought you were a wimp? Because you don't even know what he does.
Yeah, and I don't. Wait, you're saying I don't know what his job is? I don't know his job.
I mean, don't. What I'm trying to say is, don't be worried about what Uncle Ed thinks of you because you don't even know who Uncle Ed is. And just to be clear, he dropped you off at a camp that he didn't tell you were going to. He told you were going somewhere else.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't have an important job that makes him worth anything. So
no, I mean, he apparently like he'd be like, "Where's our son Paul?" Be like, I dropped him off at camp.
Yeah.
I don't know which one, but it was a camp.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys have no attachment to Uncle Ed. Like, you said you only talk about sports and know nothing about him. So why would you care about...
Yeah, you got in his car. He took you someplace that you weren't supposed to go. And now we're here. But what I'm trying to say is let's stick it out. Because if we try to call Uncle Ed, it's going to be a lot of rigmarole of him being like, what? The game's on. What? I can't hear you. I got to go. Bye.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect. Yeah, that's a very accurate summation of what my Uncle Ed would do. So yeah, I think we stick it out.
Okay, you guys stick it out.
That would be my ghostly guidance.
Okay, all right.
I accept it.
So, you ask Pat, pretending everything is normal, what's the first sport of the day? Baseball. He answers in a dull voice. Pat was always a little dull, you think, but now he's really drippy. You follow him out to the baseball diamond. The coach chooses up sides. You play shortstop. You ask the players to talk it up in the infield. No one does. You ask them to talk it up in the dugout. Silence. Everyone is hitting the ball hard and playing well. RL, this guy's not played baseball, but is anyone out here having fun?
That's how when he was at his children's baseball games, he was like, I just wish they would all hit the ball hard and play well.
Hit the ball hard. I'm trying to talk it up. I'm here in the dugout trying to talk it up, and no one is... Let's have a conversation. Finally, you're at bat. You pop a weak one up to the second baseman. The next batter drones. Coach told me to hit a homer. Must hit a homer. Whoa! She knocks the first pitch right over the fence. Also, this is a co-ed camp. Didn't even realize.
Yeah, surprise.
Now you really want to do well. Next time around, the batter before you singles. The coach tells you to lay down a sacrifice bunt, but you get a fast pitch. Should you follow orders, or would you rather swing for the fences? So time has slowed down, and a ball is coming at you super fast, but also slow-mo. Do you guys want to swing your hardest or bunt?
I'm going to fucking nail that shit. I'm going to knock it out.
As your ghost, I'm going to let you do that because you just have to do it. It's clear. I would have advised you to lay down the bunt because you're about to be reprimanded for hitting a home run.
That's okay. I'm ready to be a bad boy. I'm going to be a bad boy.
Here we go.
Okay. Swinging your hardest. Go to page 136. The fastball is too tempting. You lace it to left for a single. You stand on first base grinning. But the first base coach grabs you and throws you out of the game. You were told to make a sacrifice bunt, he fumes.
Now I'm going to make a sacrifice. Give me one of those execution coins.
He makes you eat it. As he pushes you off the field, the other players shake their heads. Obey the rules, the first baseman calls in a dull voice. Follow orders, your Pat pal sneers. Respect authority. Another kid chimes in.
This place stinks.
Yeah, this is like some They Live kind of shit. Aren't you guys taking the game a little too seriously, you ask? The coach turns to the others and say, what do we do to those who aren't team players? The campers chant in one voice, sacrifice, sacrifice.
Oh my god, you were right, Dom.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking called it. All the players stalk towards you with their bats raised.
Jesus. The game is suspended.
That's when you realize the horrible truth. They're not talking about a sacrifice bunt. You got to first base. Too bad you'll never make it home. The end.
Whoa, we were beat to death with bats?
Dark.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, the kids destroyed you with bats.
Paul, I told you to lay down the bunt, man.
Your ghostly wisdom.
Now you're a ghost like I am, and now I'm going to hell. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, but we'll go to ghost hell together, man. It's going to be fun. It'll be as fun as this camp was.
No,
that was it.
We're going to Satan's camp.
Satan grabbed me by my ghost tail and pulled me down.
Satan's taking us to his camp. Come on down to Satan's camp, baby.
Have you guys ever heard the phrase "get back in the dugout," Satan?
No, but now I am going to use it all the time.
It's like get behind me. So I think we need to go back to maybe the sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, let's bunt it.
Go ahead.
Is that 2 lives that we've lost? We've already lost 2 lives.
Have we? Well, I don't think the first one's fair because we didn't even know you had EPA.
Okay,
so
all right. I
think you're like 1. This is still the second life in Run Lola Run.
I'll say this. That's true. Great reference. I would say that this is our second life if we so choose it, but if the death is really stupid, I'm going to offer us the out to be like, I want to truly be dead.
Okay.
You're saying the canon ending is right now that you guys were beaten with bats.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is if the next ending is really stupid and we don't like it, we can choose to either make it be the final ending or not. I'm saying we're giving ourselves the option of having a full out if we want it.
We control our fate.
Yes, we control our fate today. The numbers do not.
All right, so you guys gonna do your sacrifice bunt?
Yes, let's bunt it, baby.
Back to this page. You want to move that runner to second, so you drop down a good sacrifice bunt. Way to go! Cheers the coach. You smile, then you hear him say, you must be eating your eggs. Be sure to eat them 3 times a day. What's the story, the author wonders? Why are the coaches pushing eggs on every camper?
I like that the coach was like, way to go. I don't have to murder a child.
I think he's a little disappointed. He like kicks at the ground a little bit, like, I'll get the next one. Over the loudspeaker, the bugle sounds. Like clockwork, all the kids drop their balls and gloves and march to the cafeteria. They move like robots, you think. The lunch menu, blue omelet sandwiches.
All right.
This time, you just hide yours in your napkin. Pat gobbles his down. Doo-doot, 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 doo-doot. There goes that bugle again. Everyone jumps up and runs back out to the fields.
I want to join the army now. I heard that bugle so beautifully.
Thank you. I did it completely phonetically accurate.
Yeah, you did it. You did the bugle sound that they played at the Battle of Little Bighorn right before they all got killed.
I couldn't tell if it was that or the end of Star Wars Episode 1 when they give the big giant glowing orb and it's like that one, and then like they hold up the big glowing orb and Boss Nass goes, peace! Remember that?
Wait, what movie?
Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh, no, I forget that.
They give a big glowing orb at the end. It makes no sense.
I've only seen that movie once when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. All right. That's that. Listen, one person out there. Yeah, let's talk about that glowing orb sometime. What was that about?
Peace.
He holds it up, and then little boy Anakin gives like "fuck me" eyes to Natalie Portman. It's really weird. Anyway, come on, calls Pat. You mustn't be late for an activity. You stare at Pat, puzzled. When did he turn into such a stickler for rules? 1 minute he was normal, then wait, didn't he change after eating the eggs? Turn to page 98.
Oh my God, they've got brain control in them.
They got Pat. Enough worried about Pat. You decide to check out the soccer game. When you reach the field, one of the goalies is holding a hand over his swollen purple nose. It looks broken to you. Go to the nurse, Antoine, his teammates yell at him. You can't play anymore. I don't want to leave my goal area, Antoine cries in a plugged-up voice. And I'm not going to the nurse. No one comes back from the infirmary. Your eyes widen.
Chad, I love
What?
the voice. It shifted from like French to Irish to Jamaican over that.
Antoine's really a man of many worlds.
Yes, he's a cosmopolitan goalie.
Yeah, it totally is. A tall girl grabs you. You can play goalie, can't you? What should you do? You could replace Antoine as the goalie, or you could volunteer to play forward instead. If you agree to play goalie, turn to page 20. If you'd rather play forward, turn to page 53.
All right, Dom, I'm going to have to ask for your advice because, again, my gut tells me to be the hero and try and be a forward.
I think you want to go ahead and be the goalie and bail this kid out.
All right, I'll goal it up.
I'm all for this. I'm just curious, if you're the goalie, does that mean Antoine goes to the infirmary? You just killed Antoine. That's fine. We're going to be the goalie. You've killed Antoine. I'm just making sure you guys know.
So his blood is on my hands.
It's up to you.
Okay. No, you guys already made you've sentenced Antoine, the international man of mystery, to his fate. So you guys agree to play goalie.
It's not called. I'm making a selection right now. He is to be called.
I just want to say for clarity, I believe Antoine was as white as Chad, and he had all these accents.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, listen. In my mind, he was Antoine from the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, who's also very white in French.
I thought I heard a little German. What are those? Not the Moonanites, but the other space aliens.
Yeah, the Plutonians.
The Plutonians. Yeah, the one that does the German one.
Yeah. Not now, Emery! Like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like Austrian. A little Austrian voice.
Austrian, that's what it is.
Austrian, a.k.a. French Germans.
Listen, I'm available for all voice acting abilities, voice acting roles. I will constantly change character. So, work me into your story.
Hire Chad Coyote.
Chad Coyote.
All right, so you guys are going to guard the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll guard the goal for a while, you tell Antoine. Antoine glares at you and stalks away to his death. The soccer game starts again. The powerful players kick rockets. Okay. Wow. You hope your defense keeps the ball away from you, but they don't. A kid from the other team breaks free and takes a shot. Boom! No way are you going to try to stop that. You dive out of the way of the speeding ball.
What?
It tears the net in half. The soccer coach, Goodrich, comes running over. Your job is to stop the ball, even if it kills you. Death by soccer kick, you laugh. No way. You glance around. Whoa, no one else is laughing. Okay, you promise. I'll stop the next shot. But you don't stop the next one, or the one after that. Some of the shots whiz by so fast you never even see them. So it's like Dragon Ball.
It's a route.
Finally,
now, yeah.
Coach Goodrich tosses you out of the game and calls back Antoine. You slink back to your bunk.
What?
So maybe you're not quite ready for the World Cup.
We what back to our bunk?
Again?
I'm like not noticing it every time I read it, and then like a horror movie, I'm like, oh, it was right there. The slink.
It slinked by.
The signs were there, man.
Okay, so you guys goalied and didn't get anything accomplished, and now you're going back to your bunk.
Okay.
Sure.
Pound one out back on page 91.
Wow, what? Does it really say that?
No. No. The bugle sounds for dinner, but you ignore it. You have a pretty good idea what they're serving. Instead, you lie in your bunk thinking, why are the eggs blue? And why is it so important that the campers eat them?
Then why are the children so powerful here?
Pat returns from dinner. You missed great eggs, Benedict. What? Okay.
I
missed great eggs, Benedict, but it's like not comma as if that's his name.
No.
Like, you didn't capitalize.
They're calling us Benedict now because we we traitored them during the soccer game.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the name of the meal was Eggs Benedict, but it sounds like a cool, catchy nickname.
Yeah, they gave us that nickname because we're traitors.
Yeah. It actually works really well.
Yeah.
You should eat them like everybody else. Your stomach growls. I wasn't hungry, you lie. A few other campers straggle into the cabin. You introduce yourself. They barely look at you. To break the ice, you say, Coach Rex acts like this is a boot camp, not a sports camp. A kid named Preston stares at you. Don't put down our master coach. He should be respected and obeyed. Pat adds, don't make waves. Just get with the program. Man, they sound like robots. The bugle sounds again. This time it's playing taps. Lights go out all over the camp. No one laughs or tells stories.
Antoine has died.
Antoine is dead. You hear Antoine scream as he's flayed.
That's what the taps is for.
It does feel like it. You lie on the bunk thinking about your first day in camp. At first, you only hear your bunkmates snoring. Then you hear a voice you know well, Coach Rex. He's talking to another coach as they make the rounds of the cabins.
Secrets. Here we go.
And what they're saying makes your blood run cold. This is a pretty good crop of specimens, Rex is saying. Is the transporter ready? Asks the other. As soon as we fix the wormhole lens unit, Coach Rex answers. Specimens? Transporter? Wormhole lens unit? What are they talking about? Find out more on page 88.
Dude, we're about to get fucking sucked out to space.
Do we have a choice of what we guess? Like, we could start our own conspiracy here and be like, was it aliens or was it snake people?
Snake people? No choice. You literally just listen to hear.
Do we get to choose how we're going to spread our message? Like, can we, like, start a website or, like, decide if we're going to go yell it on a street corner?
Yeah, YouTube. We'll start making a racist YouTube.
Yeah, do we appeal to race first or to religion?
I would suggest you guys like hijack the PA announcement system and do the whole like the eggs are lizard people poison.
Well, that's the podcast. Then we have to start a podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
You guys start a radio free camp run for your life.
Yeah, the FCC can't be involved in this at all. They'll shut us down.
You strain your ears to hear more. I heard one of the specimens gave you some trouble this morning, the other coach says. Started a food fight. Yeah, Coach Rex growls. Kid wouldn't eat the eggs, but the rest are chowing down on them 3 times a day.
I called it chow, and they love to eat it.
They're getting stronger and more obedient. They better be, or the masters on Zentron will rearrange our organs.
Okay, all right.
Ouch, Coach Rex exclaims. I hate when that happens. Are you dreaming this? You pinch yourself. Yow, that hurt. Oh, I guess you actually did pinch yourself. You start to panic because this is definitely no dream. Turn to page 68.
Yeah, I'm trying to meet Zentron, baby.
I think we need to assemble a football scrimmage and destroy all the aliens by giving them CTE. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. It's a long game. It's a long con, okay?
It might even take 10 to 20 years for symptoms to pop up, but
they will. Then they'll die.
They will all slowly crumble. During the revolution, they will start to die.
Well, maybe if we're lucky, they have those soft lizard brains, and they can it'll hurt even worse, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they are space lizards, right?
They are space lizards.
Yeah, okay, and lizards don't understand pain. They only feel it purely as a pure pain experience. So it's worse for them. It's worse for reptiles.
This is actually really interesting. The next page. You still don't really know what the coaches are talking about. You only know it's something bad, really bad. You've got to get away, but you can't leave just yet. Rex and the other coach are still chatting outside. You close your eyes and wait for your chance. Will it ever come? Well, that depends on what you did today. If you played goalie, turn to page 99. If you played forward, turn to page 105.
Oh,
interesting that it gives you the chance just to lie here.
Yeah, right? I think you guys want to be truthful and say you played goalie, right?
Yes, lie. I want to lie. Okay, we can be good.
Hey, listen,
it would be. I think it would be unfair to the game, unfair to the audience if we.
All right. You're right.
Yeah. They listen. Our audience listeners are keeping us honest.
Okay, that's fair.
Page 99. You being the goalie. It's a good thing you played goalie and saved your energy because now you're able to stay awake. Rex and the other coach finally move on. You quietly dress and creep out of the cabin. Your plan is to find a phone and call Uncle Ed for help. But after a few minutes of searching, you realize the truth. There are no phones at Camp Running Leaf. Well, it makes sense in a horrifying way. They don't want anyone to contact the outside world. Then, in the distance, you hear Coach Rex's voice on the loudspeaker. Alert! Alert! Escaped camper! You listen more closely. Now you hear what sounds like 100 people marching together. Tromp, tromp, tromp.
Oh
the
my
marching
God.
feet are coming your way.
This is prescient, a very prescient book.
Yeah. Oh no. If they catch you, you're in major trouble. You go on to page 19. Desperately, you try to think of a way out. That's when you remember the old man down the road, the one who gave you directions to the camp. He might let you use his phone. The trouble is, it's the middle of the night. Can you convince him to let you in? You snap your fingers as you remember something else. The whole time you're just going. Just doing a cool jazz.
To the Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Trump.
Walking like I'm in a musical.
The old man said there was a gas station near the camp. A gas station would probably have a payphone. You could call Uncle Ed from there. You dash up the driveway leading out of the camp, out to the main road. Now you have to decide. Should you go right to the service station or left to the old man's house?
Wow, this is really interesting because I'm about to see a movie that ends this way. Halloween 3.
Halloween 3, but he doesn't get there in time in Halloween 3.
He does get to a service station and he makes the phone call and he's like, turn it off! Turn it off!
But then they don't, right? He just watches as a bunch of kids get their faces melted.
He makes the phone call, but it's broadcasting everywhere. It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. Silver Shamrock. You guys want to do? You guys want to try to get help from the old man, or you want to go to the service station?
Well, I want to see if we can make it to the service station. What do you think?
I'm going to go ahead and remind you that the last time someone spoke to that old man, they wanted to go to this camp.
Oh, so you're saying he's a patsy?
Yeah, he sent your uncle to this camp.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. We're going to the service station.
Yeah, he might be like the guy from Cabin in the Woods that's like the harbinger.
If you own a gas station, you're probably a good person.
All right, so you're going to the service station?
Yeah.
Okay, turn to page 24. You cut right on the road, making for the service station. In the distance, you hear the sounds of the campers searching for the U. You hear Coach Rex screaming, "Find that traitor!" Oh no, if Coach Rex gets hold of you, you'll end up in the infirmary, the place of no return. Thank goodness. There's the gas station, and there's the payphone. You search your pockets for a quarter. You can't find one. That's okay. You can call collect. Uncle Ed answers the phone groggily. Whoa, he mumbles. When you relate the story, he sounds disbelieving. I mean it, Uncle Ed, you insist. Camp Running Leaf. Ha! It should be called Camp Run for Your Life.
Yes, it happened.
Title. You said the title.
I'm free. My ghost flies away.
Dom's ghost body disappears.
Dom transforms like Genie at the end of Aladdin.
Yeah. The live action remake, not the cartoon.
Of course.
Oh yeah, of course. The much far superior one. All right, I'll come get you, Uncle Ed. I forgot what my voice was for Uncle Ed. Uncle Ed promises, just wait out in front of the gas station. As soon as you hang up the phone, you hide in the back of the station. The searchers are coming closer. Peeking around the corner, you see them, an army of glassy-eyed kids. Hurry, Uncle Ed, you whisper. Hurry. Turn to page 89.
This is going to be a Halloween 3 ending, so we're dying at the very last second.
You doze off. The sound of a car honking wakes you up. Curiously, you peer around the corner of the gas station. Uncle Ed, you cry when you recognize his car. You run to the station wagon. You yank open the passenger door, only to find that it's already occupied by Coach Rex. The coach grabs your wrist.
Fuck!
No more escapes for you, he snarls as he loads you into the back seat. Uncle Ed, what's happening? I took you to Camp Running Leaf instead of Camp Pendleton on purpose, he says. Our alien masters pay me well to direct kids here. It's a recruiting station for Zentronian mind slaves.
Wow, so Uncle Ed is a slaver for aliens.
Yeah.
Dom, you said that his job wasn't important, but it sounds pretty pivotal to me.
It's pretty important.
He's got a lot of clout back on Zentron.
This is the weird part is you go, but you're my own uncle, you wail. Uncle Ed shrugs. Sorry about that. Just business. Nothing personal. Now where can I drop you off, Rex? The infirmary, Rex commands. From there, this camper is going on a long trip.
Oh,
right.
Shit.
Uncle Ed chuckles and turns to you. Well, kids, soon you'll be shoveling Clot 2 crystals and a Zentronian mine. I hope you dig the experience. The end.
We became Bajorans.
Isn't Clot 2 from Star Trek?
What is it? Klaatu?
Klaatu is from The Day the Earth Stood Still. I
yes, that's the alien that came down, right? Yeah.
Claws 2 is from Pretend.
Claus 2, the second
Claus
Santa Claus.
It's the second planet of the Catonian race.
Oh, okay.
So guys, you died there. What do you think? I
am going to vote for death because I'm sick and it's getting worse as we go through this.
I can hear the audio dripping out your nose.
This was I want to say this book was a fruit that looked like it had some juice in it, and we gave it a firm squeeze, and a lot of juice came out. So I'm feeling pretty good.
It was a pretty good one, I gotta say. I don't think this was a bad choose your own adventure.
No, I think it was very interesting. I mean, also, it's very much like Camp Jelly Jam.
Yeah,
like to the point where I thought maybe he would show up.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's actually exactly like Camp Jelly Jam, except we aren't. We there's no car crash. We're just dropped off here by our uncle who is an alien.
And our uncle, who is our uncle, sold us to slavery.
Yeah, we were pretty much doomed from the beginning.
This is about Trumpism, okay? That's what this is about.
Yeah, that's why they were all marching saying Trump, Trump, Trump.
And if you guys are curious where the other one went, if you go to breakfast, that's the selection one. The other story you can take is you go on a hiking trip. You put the campers into pairs. You get paired up with a girl named Kim.
Okay.
And so then it's like a big zombie thing.
Oh, wow. Wow, yeah,
right,
that would have been way more interesting and fitting for the title, instead of like this kid being like, God, this camp is so full of sports, it should be called Run for Your Life.
And somehow we completely avoid the selection stuff where the events turn out to be deadly: swimming in an alligator infested lake, jumping over blades. You start to compete against a rival bully.
I thought you were saying alligescent. Like that's just it's an alligator term. Anyway,
an alligescent lake.
Oh my God, guys, we were doomed from the beginning. There's a third side story. C. Rather than hide the eggs in your napkin, you start a food fight with them. Coach Rex decides you need to learn about teamwork, and rather than letting you take part in the selection, he makes you play some team sports. There are no good endings to this story.
So by being a bad boy, we automatically doomed ourselves.
We were doomed as soon as we started the food fight, which is the dumbest thing to do.
Because they know
obey the rules, I guess. That's what.
Yeah, that's
like. But as an author, don't you know that every kid's gonna?
That's what he was doing to us. RL was teaching us a lesson here. Don't get out of line.
Chad, this is camp. The kids, they're too young to be having sex. So the moral problem or the moral wrong that they commit is wasting food.
Yes,
by throwing it at other kids.
Yeah.
So that merits their death. That merits the death. It's like, oh well, they shouldn't have wasted blue food.
Yeah, I guess so. And by the way, I'm just scrolling across it because most of these endings are like, you get headbutted off a cliff by a goat or
what? Wow,
that's exactly what Paul said. I'll fall down onto some sharp
small rocks.
Yeah, that would have happened. You can get eaten by alligators, all that stuff, right? But one of the good endings is what I totally thought would be is you steal the mountain bike, escape from the camp, and decide to go to the old man's house for help. It turns out he is Agent Driscoll, the head of a secret government team who's been monitoring the aliens in charge of the camp.
Damn.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I guess, but only in the version where we didn't start a food fight could you get to his place and find out that he's stopping aliens. Otherwise, he'd just be an old man.
Yeah, is he just an old man then? That he doesn't reveal himself as the agent?
I could find out what it is if you want to hear real quick.
Just check. Yeah, check it out.
Play goalie. To save your energy from being a goalie. If you try to get help from the old man, okay, you turn left and race down the road. You keep running. Where's the old man's house? Was some kind of mirage? Suddenly, a black shape looms out of the darkness. There it is, the old man's house. No lights are on. You approach the front door slowly. Raising your fist, you knock. The door swings open. You peer into the dimly lit hall to see. There's no one there. But then you hear the faint tromp of many feet. The campers.
There it is again.
Looks
The
as if you...
Okay, so he just doesn't answer the door.
Well, he doesn't answer the door. I'm reading ahead. You slip inside the house. Here you go. When you sleep inside, the room inside looks like NASA mission control. People in headphones stride back and forth from radar screens to electronic maps. We've got an interstellar camp running leaf link up, someone is yelling. Wow, you gasp aloud. Big mistake. Find out why. A huge hand grabs you. Oh, here you go. This is different. Who are you? Barks the huge guy attached to the huge hand. I'm from Camp Running Leaf. A woman comes up. I'm Agent Alice Draper. We're with the government. We've been monitoring transmissions from a planet 8 light years from Earth. The transmissions have been traced to Camp Running Leaf. She raises an eyebrow at you. What can you tell us about the camp, kid? You probably heard Coach Rex say about the Zentron. Draper's eyes light up. This is amazing. The camp must hold incredible advanced technology. Good job, camper. The next few days are a blur. The government sweeps in by helicopter and raids the camp. Coach Rex and the rest of the staff are arrested for kidnapping, conducting business with an alien government without a license.
Okay.
And worst of all, not paying their taxes. Got him.
Wait, so this is a good
Yeah,
ending.
what's going to be bad about this?
Oh, wait, hold on. The arrests so angered the Zentronians, they invade Earth. Way to go. You're responsible for the total destruction of the human race. Oops. I feel like that's a good ending despite it not being your fault, the Zentronians. I mean, like, they say 8 light years away, right? So even if they have...
You had 8 nice years.
Hyper light speed. You got like 8 years of good life on Earth.
4 to 8 years of good life left, yeah. You probably got old enough to have like real quick, have some sex, see what that was all about, and then you die.
Yeah.
As long as you got laid before they invaded and killed everyone, you're probably all right.
Yeah, that was fine.
Then you're fine.
I got a spoiler for you. That's all life is, okay?
Yeah. Oh,
you live,
damn.
You have some food.
You have some sex.
Maybe you have sex and then you die.
And then Zentronians come and wipe out your planet.
Yes.
They're the two holiest things to humanity, sex and eggs, which is why when you're too young to have sex, we punish you for food crimes first.
What's more Freudian than eggs, right? Like, you know, they're like ovulation and
my
testicles.
God.
Eggs are very sexual.
He wasted the eggs. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
That's like using a condom. That's wasting an egg.
So
I
think
do that.
All right, we talked.
I think you boys got. I think you guys got beaten to death by bats. That's my canon ending.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Sorry, I've gotten worse as we've gone along.
Yeah, Paul, you're looking really glassy eyed and a little eggy. We should probably let you go. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Goosebuds. If you want to support the show, you can check us out.
Slink on over to patreon.com/goosebuds.
Slink on over. We got bonus episodes. We have our Camp Goosebuds we do at least once a month. You could vote on which books we read. It helps to weigh in on some other part of the process, along with you also get to be part of our cool Discord with wonderful, wonderful people in our Goosebuds family.
Oh, yeah.
Have a nice day, though. You listen to this show, and now you're going to do other stuff. I hope it's great.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and appreciate the day. You don't have to do sports. Mandatory sports is not part of your day, probably, so enjoy that. Maybe play some video games.
Yeah, do some of your finger sports, video games.
Finger sports sounds like euphemism for something else, but you know what? If that works for you too, do some finger sports.
We gotta get off the sex talk. We've been doing it nonstop.
Oh, I'm
Get
so
your
sorry.
tech deck out and start grinding.
Okay, I think that's been Goosebuds. Guys, thank you for being my friend, and I'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
This episode of Goosebuds is brought to you by our wonderful Patreon supporters. They include the following. Joe, remember to save early and often, Scott.
Thank you, Nathan Remick.
Eshak Arifin.
Chris Birch.
Anxious Serve.
Matt, the half-court warlock bachelor.
Buddy Morrill.
Boss Garrettson.
Tyler Penner.
Mike Lanteri.
Chris Pittman.
Cody Redfield.
Clayton C.
Christopher Dunn.
Spencer Furness is making dumb names on Patreon.
Nathan Dolezal.
Dylan Eads.
Calf.
Hollis Hohenbeek.
Dan.
Maddie.
Fred Atkins.
Ryan Shell.
Shun.
Nick Hinkle.
Foolish for Deborah.
Reinfected.
Jonas Blatterman.
Valhalla Black.
The Puerto Rican Dream.
Taylor Dierks.
Noah August.
Snigginson Van Pickens.
Jared Mason.
Jordan Lockwood.
Matthew, Russia is weird. Yeah, it is pretty weird. The dances are cool, though.
Dapio.
Joe Gorman.
Chosen One.
Walter Frazier.
Joe Tierney.
Sam Hash.
Mickey C.
Ryan Stewart.
Reed Stubendike.
Joshua P. Robertson.
Patreon donator Yo.
James Roy.
Cale Clinton.
Lady Storyweaver.
Mikey Jello.
Trans Rights.
Calamity Carl.
Alan Saylor.
Zang Keefe.
Gregory D. Warren.
David Cron.
Jin K.
Luke Noodles.
Jonas Evoldson.
Dylan Vaughn.
Michael McDowell.
Goose Time.
Jonas Engman.
Paul Grasso.
Danger Tits.
Aiden Alexander Dice.
Cameron Murphy Audio.
Nathan Whitmore.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Daddy.
Jim Greaves.
A Pair of Scots.
Bradford Coulter.
Divaldi.
Nicholas Johnson.
Rich Hilborn.
Not to Pearl Henderson.
Llama Consultant.
Toothless Barry, the Whistler. Bostowitz.
French Onion Supine.
Lord Cornwallis.
Carewise Gamgee.
Alec Aid.
Andrew, Hansel and Gretel was an inside job. Jadzak.
Joey Evans.
Joshua Lopez.
Nick Johnson.
Joshua Jacobwitz.
Jubs.
Alan G. Jasomi.
Dan Henshaw.
John Keaty.
Goon Cahoots.
Leviathan.
Danky McStanky.
Caleb Troy.
Cameron Hansen.
Bean Father Spookman.
Andrew Evans.
Goblin Library.
Afshin.
Cardamom Birkin Bimbo.
The pair of Jenko jeans you donated and wish you didn't. We all feel that one.
Jennifer Britton.
Arachnid Delight.
Cardboard Walk.
Stefan Jive Turkey Kuwabara.
Elizabeth Steenweg.
Cree Bricky.
Brandon Rowdenbush.
Ryan Kite.
Molicious.
Stephen Ghost Kisser Daniels.
Tom Whittam.
Justin Wagman.
Aaron T. Strunk.
Daddy's Happy Apple Boy.
Tommy drunkenly explaining Midwestern emo to friends at a party. Yo, absolute respect.
Vincent Modica.
Just Garrett.
Rug.
Carly Sarnowski.
Jake H.
Up and Champ.
Zam Bambino.
Stinklich.
Alicia Grafe.
Becca McWilliams.
Megan McCormack Mason.
Chad was a football star.
Victor.
Video Ghost.
Hugh Bowen.
Brian Wells.
David Gray.
Anthony Kuwabara.
Alistair Perez.
Stephen Day. Please let me go home. I don't want to read names anymore. That's someone's pledge.
Carl Kleinsasser.
Zenticles.
Not that kind of Chad.
Brock Graham.
Drew Applegate.
Kate and Franklin.
Senpai, I'll carry you in competitive games. Gods. Majorly appreciated.
Connor Church.
Yoplin. Jeremy Bowser.
Etenomore.
Mecha Knight.
Sean Minogue.
Trans Pride.
Yanni Markinova.
Kramer.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Jessica Zyball.
Stealth Bates.
Buffcat.
Blake Alvarez.
Robert Moon.
Dylan McCann.
Elusive Koala.
Dango Twiss.
Sadie Kitson.
Paul's regular sock, ?
Joseph Miranda.
Chase Nyman.
Yeah.
Trent Davis.
Adam Morocco.
Christian Van Skeever.
Scott Colopy.
Jacob the Rough-Handed.
Ryan Melfi.
Patrick Reynolds.
Comfy System.
Jesus Christ.
Jason Crooker.
The Z-Mage.
Boney.
Jake Young.
Ryan Carroll.
Boss Skeleton.
Third Sergio.
John Pigeon Hat Barber.
Corey Shelley.
Just a pretty good dog overall.
Scotty Pippen. Wow. Scotty Pippen donates.
Brooke X.
Christina Doling.
Splenda Fortis Spider Person.
Generally depressing.
Miguel Pardo.
John the Howling Eye Duda.
Carter Glass.
Clay Castle.
J.M. Dragonus.
Joe.
Trendy Moron.
I wish RL were my dad.
Rocky Raccoon.
Donko 8.
Zach Connor.
Brian Hobgood.
Low Belly Hate Me.
Randy Hernandez.
Jeremy Lowe.
And Germ Juice.
Thank you all so very, very much. We love you. Bye.